God says, Archangel Michael says, this is urgent. I am not joking and I am not whispering. Heaven is shouting because the time has come for the veil to be torn open. This is not a normal message and it is not coming to you by coincidence. For days, angels have been standing by your side, trying to whisper into your heart, but you were distracted. Tonight they are ordered to cry out loud because something hidden and dangerous is very near you. God says the sickness of deception and the sickness of the body walk hand in hand, and one close to you carries both. This is not to shame. This is to save. This is not to frighten you. This is to protect you. Archangel Michael says, you have been surrounded by smiles that are not real. Hands that touch you but hide secrets. Voices that tell you one thing but do another. This is the hour of unveiling. Heaven says, do not ignore, do not skip, do not scroll, because this moment is a turning point. God says He has been watching you weep in secret, confused about why certain people act strangely around you. He says there is a hidden sickness in the heart of someone you trust and a hidden sickness in their body too, and their choices could pull you into a dark valley unless you stand in prayer and obedience. Now, Archangel Michael says he has been ordered to hold a shield over you because this is more serious than you realize. You are not just dealing with gossip or jealousy. You are dealing with a spiritual infection and a physical infection. It is disguised as love, but it is danger. The one who hides it smiles at you, but their soul trembles because heaven is exposing what they have tried to bury. God says, do not panic, but do not be careless. This message is sent to lift you out of a trap, not to push you into fear. He says, you are precious. Your body is precious. Your soul is precious. Your future is precious. He says the enemy wanted to mark you with a secret shame, but heaven has already marked you with protection. Archangel Michael says he is standing by your bed, by your doorway, by your heart, crying out, wake up. Look with the eyes of the Spirit. Do not touch what is unclean. Do not give your trust blindly. This is not a test of paranoia. This is a test of discernment. God says He saw the night when a conversation happened behind your back. When a dangerous choice was made without your knowledge, when a secret was sealed that was meant to affect you later. He says, my child, I have sent angels to intercept this plan. This message is your interception. Archangel Michael says he has been fighting in the unseen to push away the spirit of disease, the spirit of betrayal, the spirit of confusion. He says the person carrying this hidden sickness does not yet understand the weight of what they are carrying. They are in darkness and you are being called into light. You are being called to prayer, to purity, to boundaries, to wisdom. This is not a joke. God says the time is short. This is a window, a narrow doorway of mercy. Heaven is not condemning. Heaven is warning. Archangel Michael says, I order you to stop ignoring this. Stop saying maybe later. Stop thinking it's probably nothing. This is something. He says, you have been chosen to be spared, not to be shamed. You have been chosen to be protected, not to be punished. Heaven's eyes are on you and your name is being spoken in the courts of angels. This is why you feel a shaking in your spirit even as you read. This is why your heart races. It is not fear. It is the Holy Spirit saying this. Is about you. God says He is going to reveal in dreams, in sudden conversations, in unexpected messages who is hiding what. You will see a sign, a text, a slip of the tongue, a confession, an exposure. Archangel Michael says, do not run toward what I am pulling you away from. Do not embrace what heaven is warning you about. He says, your body is a temple. Guard it. Your soul is a lamp. Keep it burning. Your future is a field. Do not let it be sown with poison. This is why heaven intervenes now before it is too late. God says there is forgiveness for the one who is hiding their sickness, but you are not called to sacrifice yourself to save them. You are called to pray from a distance, to walk in wisdom, to seek truth. Archangel Michael says you will feel a strong urge to separate yourself, to say no, to cancel a meeting, to avoid a certain touch, and that will be heaven guiding you. He says you will hear a voice saying, not this one, not now, not there, and that will be heaven's protection. Do not argue with it. Obey it. God says this message is long because your destiny is long. This warning is strong because your calling is strong. Archangel Michael says he has been crying because you did not listen before. But heaven will not stop loving you. This is your moment to listen. This is your moment to break the cycle. This is your moment to say, I choose life. I choose truth. I choose protection. Heaven is not angry at you. Heaven is fighting for you. God says in the coming days you will see a shaking. Someone's mask will slip. A story will change. A secret will surface. Do not be shocked. It is heaven fulfilling this word. Archangel Michael says, do not run back into danger when you see it exposed. Stand still, pray, and watch salvation. He says, you are being moved to a safe place even if it feels lonely at first. He says, angels are surrounding your home, cleansing your atmosphere, and closing doors that lead to destruction. God says, you are not cursed. You are not doomed. You are not dirty. You are chosen. You are loved. You are protected. He says, the enemy wanted to connect you to sickness and shame, but heaven is cutting that cord. Now, Archangel Michael says, as you read this, light is being poured over your name. Darkness is losing its claim. He says, your discernment will sharpen. Your dreams will become clearer. Your spirit will feel a pull away from what is dangerous. This is not imagination. This is divine direction. God says He will show you how to walk forward. You will not be left guessing. He says, "My child, pray this. Father, open my eyes, guard my body, guard my soul, expose every hidden danger, and keep me in your truth." Archangel Michael says, as you pray this, angels will be dispatched to surround you. He says, you will notice a shift. Calls not coming through, doors not opening, meetings being delayed, and that will be heaven blocking danger. Trust it. God says this message is not to make you hate anyone but to make you wise. It is not to make you suspicious but to make you safe. It is not to make you panic but to make you prepared. Archangel Michael says your future is still bright. Your health is still protected. Your destiny is still intact. He says the enemy is frustrated because this message came in time. He says you are stepping into a season of clarity and protection. God says, Archangel Michael says this is an urgent message for you and you must not ignore it. Even as you are reading these words, heaven is moving around you. Angels are surrounding you and a truth that was hidden from you is beginning to rise to the surface. A great and terrible secret has been kept from you and it is tied to someone whose smile you have trusted, whose words you believed, whose presence you thought was safe. Heaven has been watching and waiting. And now the time has come for exposure, for revelation, for you to be awakened before something irreversible is done to you. The message you are reading is not a coincidence. It is not an accident. It is not just text on a screen. It is the echo of heaven, the warning of God, the voice of Archangel Michael pleading with you. This is urgent. This is not a joke. This is not a test. Heaven is intervening in your life right now because something has been moving in secret and it carries a dangerous energy, a sickness, a spiritual contamination, and God is saying you must be alert now. Archangel Michael is speaking. Child of God, you are being surrounded by many voices, but there is one voice you must hear today. I am that voice. I am the angel who has stood beside you when you cried in your room and nobody came. I am the angel who has fought battles over your head that you never saw. I am the angel who warned you in dreams you didn't understand. Today I am commanded by God to tell you the truth. There is someone near you who has been touched by something unclean. Something dark, something destructive. They have hidden it behind smiles, behind charm, behind promises, but heaven has seen. They carry a sickness not only of the body but of the soul. It is a contamination, a hidden fire, a poison. And they have approached you as a friend, as a lover, as a family member, as a confidant, but their secret could wound you deeply. This is not to shame them, but to protect you. This is not to spread fear, but to bring light. God says, do not ignore this. Read every word carefully because your life is precious to me. As these words reach your eyes, I see you sitting with questions. You are wondering, who is this person? What is this about? Why now? Heaven answers you because the time for hidden things is over. Because you have prayed for truth. Because you have cried, Lord, show me what I cannot see, and God has heard you. You have felt strange feelings in your spirit about someone close. You have felt uneasiness that you could not explain. You have noticed things that did not add up. You have brushed them aside thinking it was just your imagination, but it was not your imagination. It was heaven's gentle nudge. It was Archangel Michael whispering, "Be careful." It was your own spirit sensing what the mind did not yet know. Today, heaven confirms there is a hidden danger tied to someone close to you, and it is urgent you protect yourself. Child of God, you must understand that sickness does not always appear as sickness. Sometimes it wears a suit. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it says, "I love you." Sometimes it borrows money. Sometimes it calls you at night. Sometimes it hugs you. Sometimes it shares a drink. Sometimes it reaches for your hand. But heaven sees the unseen. Heaven sees the disease, the poison, the unclean spirits, the hidden motives. Heaven sees what you cannot see. And heaven is warning you now because your destiny is too great to be cut short. Your calling is too powerful to be stolen. Your body is too precious to be harmed. Your soul is too valuable to be contaminated. Archangel Michael continues, you have been walking on a narrow edge without realizing it. The enemy wanted to lure you into a trap. A trap of intimacy, of trust, of exchange, of connection, where something would pass to you that you could not easily remove. This is why you have been feeling restless. This is why heaven has been stirring you. This is why even your dreams have been troubled. Because heaven loves you. Because God will not allow you to be taken down without a warning. Because your mother's prayers, your grandmother's prayers, the prayers of the saints have built a wall around you. Because the blood of Christ cries over you. This message is the evidence of that protection. This message is heaven stepping between you and the trap. You are reading this because you are chosen. You are reading this because heaven's timing is perfect. You are reading this because God says you are worth saving. You are reading this because Archangel Michael has drawn his sword to fight for you. The person who carries this hidden sickness has been trying to get closer, but heaven has been slowing it down. The person has been planning, but heaven has been disrupting it. The person has been lying, but heaven has been exposing it in small ways, and now heaven is telling you directly: protect yourself. Pray, distance yourself. Do not be deceived by tears or stories or excuses. Do not be lulled back into trust when heaven is saying step away. Do not let pity override wisdom. This is life and death, spirit and body. This is not a test. This is not a drill. This is a divine interception. God says, "My child, you have survived things that were meant to kill you. You have walked through fire and not burned. You have been betrayed, but not destroyed. You have been poisoned in words, but your spirit still stands. And now, before something worse can happen, I am lifting the veil. I am showing you the hidden sickness, the hidden danger, the hidden contamination. I am showing you so you can choose life. I am showing you so you can pray. I am showing you so you can close doors that must be closed. I am showing you so you can cover yourself with my protection. This is your moment of deliverance." Archangel Michael speaks again. "Child of God, you must pray tonight. You must pray with your own mouth. You must say, 'Lord, cover me with your blood. Cover me with your angels. Reveal what I need to see.' You must anoint your head, your home, your phone, your relationships. You must declare that no weapon formed against you will prosper. You must declare that hidden sickness will not enter your body, that hidden traps will not catch your feet, that hidden poisons will not flow into your life. You must separate yourself from unclean things, from relationships you know are dark, from meetings you know are wrong, from exchanges you know are unsafe. This is your moment of obedience. This is your moment of wisdom. This is your moment of protection. God says you are not alone. Even as you are reading this, angels are around you. Even as you are reading this, the Holy Spirit is whispering names to you. Even as you are reading this, your discernment is sharpening. Even as you are reading this, you are being strengthened to walk away from what is dangerous. Do not harden your heart. Do not say maybe later. Do not postpone. Do not negotiate with darkness. Act now. Pray now. Guard now. Heaven will help you. This is about 1,400 words so far. Jude.s.t. The opening. God says, Archangel Michael says this is an urgent message for you. Heaven has been pressing on me for hours to bring this to you, and I am trembling as I write because the weight of this revelation is so heavy. This is not a coincidence. This is not a dream. This is not a normal message. This is a divine intervention reaching you right now. Archangel Michael has been standing at the edge of your bed, whispering your name, pleading with you to open your heart because the time of hidden things is over. You may feel chills as you read this because your spirit recognizes truth before your mind does. God says there is a hidden sickness, a hidden contamination, a hidden betrayal moving quietly around you. The infected energy has been masked under a friendly smile, under familiar hands, under words you once trusted. Heaven is revealing this now because you must be protected. Archangel Michael says, I am not kidding. This is not a parable. This is not a rehearsal. This is a warning. There is someone very close to you who carries a dangerous secret, a sickness of body and soul. They may not have told you. They may not even fully realize the harm they are capable of bringing. But heaven knows, and heaven has decided to expose it. God says, I am sending this message now because you have prayed for the truth. You have cried into your pillow at night asking why you felt uneasy, why you woke at 3 a.m. with the sense that something was wrong. My child, this is why I am revealing it to you in the language of the angels, because it is the only way to reach you before it is too late. The Spirit shows an image of two hands reaching out, one glowing with light and the other darkened by a hidden stain. The darkened hand is trying to hold yours, but heaven is intervening, pulling your hand back, whispering, wait. Do not rush into this. Do not let yourself be touched without discernment. Archangel Michael's sword is drawn not to harm but to protect you, to cut away the cords of deception that have been wrapping themselves around your life. God says, I have seen the meetings in secret. I have heard the conversations you were not invited to. I have seen the messages hidden behind locked phones. I have watched as danger crept toward you. I will not stay silent any longer. This is why you have felt tired, confused, or heavy recently. It is not all in your mind. Your soul has been sensing contamination. Your spirit has been detecting danger, but your mind has not had the proof. Heaven is now giving you confirmation. This is not to make you afraid but to make you alert. The infected energy is not only physical but spiritual. It represents betrayal, hidden lies and hidden sickness. God says this person has allowed a door to open to darkness. This person has hidden what they carry. This person has chosen to walk in deception instead of honesty. But you, my child, are under my covering. I am pulling you out of this net. Archangel Michael is saying, listen to me carefully. Heaven is sending you this urgent message not to shame anyone but to protect your destiny. Do not ignore your dreams. Do not ignore the small warnings in your body. If you have been prompted to wait, wait. If you have been prompted to distance yourself, distance yourself. If you have been prompted to pray, pray with urgency. The time to be careless is over. This is serious. God says, I am with you. You are safe if you listen. Nothing will go wrong with you. You must trust me. I am giving you wisdom and discernment to know what is clean and what is unclean, who is honest and who is hiding. The angels are moving around you. Now you may feel warmth in your hands or a stirring in your chest as you read this, because the power of this message is not in the words but in the spirit behind them. Archangel Michael is crying loudly because you didn't listen before. But heaven is merciful. This is your final warning to open your eyes fully. You have been protected from so much already without knowing it. You were shielded from dangers that would have destroyed you. But this one is coming so close that heaven itself has intervened through this message. God says, do not panic. Do not be paralyzed by fear. This is not sent to crush you, but to save you. This is the proof that I love you. This is the proof that I hear you. This is the proof that you are not alone. I am exposing this hidden sickness and hidden betrayal to you now so that you will not be caught unaware. Heaven is asking you to pray even now as you read. Speak aloud, God, I receive your protection. Archangel Michael, I accept your help. Expose every lie, remove every danger, and cover me with light. As you say this, heaven moves on your behalf. Archangel Michael says, it is urgent. Do not ignore this. Someone is moving in darkness near you. Someone carries a hidden sickness of body or soul. Heaven has revealed it. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are being protected. Follow the promptings you receive. Trust the signs. Heaven will make everything clear in the right time. God says, I will not let this harm touch you if you obey me. You are under my wings. No arrow of darkness, no hidden contamination, no secret betrayal will prevail against you. This message continues like a river flowing into your spirit because heaven is trying to wash away confusion and fear. The angels are encircling you right now. You are being wrapped in light. The person carrying the hidden sickness may try to draw near again, but heaven is building a shield. You will be guided in every step. You will be shown what to do and what to avoid. Trust that you are not reading this by accident. Heaven arranged this exact moment. God says, Archangel Michael says this is urgent. This is not a small warning. This is not something to postpone for tomorrow. It is being sent now because heaven has seen the danger circling around you. A hidden sickness has been carried by someone who came too close to your life. Someone whose smile has been gentle but whose secret is heavy. Someone who stood at your side pretending to be pure while carrying something that could wound you deeply. God says you are not being frightened for no reason. You are being prepared. You are being awakened before harm reaches you. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this message. Do not scroll past. Do not dismiss it as coincidence because the angels have been trying to get your attention for nights and nights, whispering in dreams, showing you subtle signs, making your heart feel restless because your soul already knows that something is off. God says, the one who walks near you has been hiding a sickness of the body and a sickness of the spirit. This sickness is not only a disease of blood, but a disease of truth, a disease of deception, a disease of betrayal. You have wondered why you felt a chill when they touched you. You have wondered why your prayers have been heavy when you thought of them. You have wondered why their eyes could not meet yours when you spoke about honesty. Archangel Michael says the reason is because the truth they are holding is dark and the angels cannot let you walk into that darkness blind. They cannot let you be harmed without warning you. Heaven is not here to punish you. Heaven is here to protect you. God says there is still time. There is still protection. There is still a way to guard yourself. But you must listen now. Do not wait until later. Do not put this message aside. Even as you read these words, the angels are forming a circle around you. Even as you read these words, the light is being poured over your head to shield you. Archangel Michael says, the sickness being hidden is a warning to you to become wise, to protect your body, to protect your soul, to protect your destiny. This is not a small warning. This is an emergency alert from heaven. The person who is near you may not have spoken the truth about their body, about their actions, about the places they have been. God says the reason you are reading this now is because you prayed for revelation and heaven is answering. God says He has seen your tears. He has heard your prayers at night when you asked Him to reveal what is hidden. He has seen the confusion, the dreams, the inner whispers. He has seen how you have been faithful even when you felt abandoned. And now because of that faithfulness, He is showing you what others tried to hide. The angels say the person you are thinking of right now is not as innocent as they seem. They have stepped into things that brought harm to their body and spirit. And instead of confessing, they have tried to keep it quiet. God says this is your warning to pray, to protect yourself, to set boundaries, to ask heaven for guidance on what to do next. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid, but do not be naive. This is not sent to terrify you. This is sent to wake you. The angels say, you are loved. You are watched. You are guarded. They will not allow harm to come to you if you take this warning seriously. Heaven will make a way for you to escape. Heaven will make a way for you to see the truth. God says, ask Him for clarity tonight. Ask Him to show you in a dream who this person is, what the real danger is, and how to protect yourself. He will answer. He will show you. He will send confirmation. God says your life is too precious to be taken by surprise. Your calling is too great to be destroyed by someone's hidden sickness. Your destiny is too big to be cut short by betrayal. That is why the angels are speaking now loudly, urgently with no softness in their tone. They are crying out to you the way a watchman cries out when he sees a fire on the horizon. You have time. You can step away. You can shield yourself. You can cleanse yourself. You can choose light over darkness. You can pray and heaven will move. Archangel Michael says, listen to your instincts. They are not paranoia. They are protection. Listen to your dreams. They are not random. They are warnings. Listen to the uneasiness in your heart. It is not fear. It is discernment. Someone close to you has been walking with shadows. Someone close to you has been carrying a hidden sickness that can wound more than the body. It can wound the soul, the trust, the spirit. Heaven does not want you infected with their deception or their despair. Heaven wants you healed, protected, and guided. That is why this message reached you today at this exact time in this exact way. God says you are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not unloved. The angels are stationed at your door. The angels are stationed at your bed. The angels are stationed at your path. They are fighting battles you cannot see. They are breaking chains you cannot touch. They are pulling you out of traps you did not know were set. This is your sign. This is your answer. This is your confirmation. Heaven says take this seriously. Heaven says pray now. Heaven says protect your body. Protect your spirit. Protect your future. Heaven says the hidden sickness will be exposed. The hidden betrayal will be revealed and you will be spared. Amen. In your heart, and do not take this message as just words. It is life and death. It is exposure and salvation. My child, they were watching you longer than you realized. Their eyes followed you when you left your house. Their ears strained to catch every sound when you spoke on the phone, and their bitterness turned into a poisonous river that overflowed into the wrong hands. What they could not achieve with their own strength, they sought help to achieve through lies. What they could not crush with gossip, they attempted to destroy by summoning the law against you. But do you not know? I am the judge above all judges. I am the lawgiver above all lawgivers. I am the king who holds the hearts of police, officers, rulers, and neighbors in my hand. Even when they think they are working together to trap you, I am the God who can turn their footsteps backward, their papers into dust, and their words into ashes. Archangel Michael says he saw the report written. He saw the ink. He saw the words spoken in secret rooms. He saw your neighbor lean forward, whispering venom into the ears of a man who wears the badge of authority. He saw the smirk on their face when they believed they had trapped you. But Michael also saw heaven's fire preparing to burn through their lies. He is begging you not to panic, not to give in to fear, because fear is the very weapon they want to use to paralyze you. The enemy's weapon is intimidation, but God's weapon is truth, and truth cannot be chained. You must understand, my child, the reason this attack came is because you carry something greater than they do. The reason they envied you is because my hand rests on you in ways they cannot explain. The reason they opened their mouths to accuse is because your presence reminded them of what they lack. Peace, joy, favor, light. They wanted to erase you not because of who you are in their eyes, but because of who you are in my eyes. But I say to you now, their plan will not stand. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment shall be condemned. This is your heritage, my child, for you are my servant, and I vindicate you. Archangel Michael says, your neighbors signed their names with malice, but heaven has written your name in fire. They tried to expose you to disgrace, but heaven is exposing them instead. They whispered lies, but heaven is thundering the truth. They summoned the police to intimidate. But heaven is summoning angels to surround. Even now, as you read these words, the heavenly host is encamping around your dwelling place. Even now, as you breathe, angels of light are standing at the corners of your home, at the entrance of your life, at the edges of your destiny. And they will not allow the enemy to enter unchallenged. God says you must not lose faith. This is a test of your trust. This is a shaking to reveal who you lean on. Will you tremble at the sound of man's threats? Or will you stand in the assurance of my promises? Will you believe the lies whispered by your neighbors? Or will you cling to the truth I have spoken since the beginning of your life? Michael is pleading because the battle is fierce. But you are not alone. The reason the enemy is so determined is because your breakthrough is near. The reason they rush to accuse is because your blessing is on the horizon. The reason they stirred up authorities is because heaven is stirring up abundance for you and they are desperate to block it. My child, I tell you the truth. Every tear you cried in secret is recorded. Every humiliation you endured because of their gossip is written in my book. Every false word they spoke will return upon their own heads. They thought they could hide behind shadows. But I am the God who sees all, and I am shining my light into their darkness right now. They will stumble in their own trap. They will be ensnared in their own web. The same lips that lied against you will be forced to confess the truth. The same mouths that gossiped will choke on their own venom. The same hands that pointed at you will tremble when my judgment arrives. Archangel Michael says he stood at your window last night. He saw the spirit of accusation trying to creep in, but he struck it with his sword. He stood at your door when fear tried to knock, and he refused to let it enter. He hovered over your bed as you slept, guarding your dreams, whispering your name, pleading with your spirit to awaken to this urgency. He saw you doubt, he saw you struggle. He saw you wonder if heaven still hears you. But he also saw heaven writing your deliverance. And he knows this is not the end. It is the exposure of the enemy and the beginning of your rise. God says, do not let fear dictate your next step. I am with you. I go before you. I stand behind you. I surround you. Though officers may come with accusations, they cannot touch what I have sanctified. Though neighbors may shout lies, they cannot silence the truth I thunder. Though enemies may gather in secret, they cannot overpower the angels who war in open flame. You are not forgotten, my child. You are not abandoned. This message is your proof. This message is your lifeline. This message is the sign that heaven has intercepted the plan of darkness and turned it into light. And now I say unto you, lift your head. Do not cower. Do not shrink back. Stand, for your vindication is near. Stand, for Archangel Michael fights on your behalf. Stand, for the truth will burst forth, and no man, no officer, no neighbor, no accuser can stop it. You are mine, and I will not let them destroy what I have ordained. God says it is an emergency. Do not ignore this. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now with his sword of light, whispering in the deepest corners of your heart that this is very serious and that you must not look away. He says, I order you to open this message right now because something that was hidden has been revealed. Something that was buried in silence has now come to the surface. Your address was leaked to a police officer, and they are coming toward you because of the words that came from the mouths of your neighbors. But God says, do not tremble, because what they intended for your destruction will be turned around into your divine protection and elevation. The heavens tremble with urgency, and angels are watching over you this very moment, making sure that your soul is not shaken beyond what you can endure. God says, my child, I am exposing this, because the time of ignorance is over. The whispers behind your back, the conversations you were not supposed to hear, the reports made in secret against you, all of them are being dragged into the light. Your neighbors, moved by jealousy, envy, and the desire to see you fall, have spoken things into the ears of men clothed in authority. They imagined that by their words you would be trapped, cornered, and silenced. But the voice of God is louder than the voice of men. The sword of Michael is brighter than the badge of any officer. The protection of heaven is stronger than the schemes of neighbors. Archangel Michael is crying with a thunderous voice because he sees how serious this has become. He says, my beloved, you must not take this lightly. You must not say to yourself, it is only a rumor. You must not shrug and turn away. It is urgent, because the footsteps of those who were sent toward you are already echoing in the spirit. But God says, I will not let them destroy you, for you are chosen, and your destiny cannot be written by the envy of neighbors, nor sealed by the ink of false reports. Do you feel the stirring in your chest right now? That is not fear. It is the Spirit awakening you, shaking you so that you do not miss this moment. God says the plan that was formed against you is like a net spread out to catch a bird. But before you step into it, He is pulling you back. The Spirit says, look, I have exposed this before it reached your door so that you can lift your eyes to heaven and call on me. Your neighbors thought they could hide. They spoke behind closed doors. Their whispers slithered like serpents, and their smiles when they saw you were masks that covered their schemes. But God has torn the masks away. Michael says, I saw them. I heard them. I stood invisible in the room when they wrote down your name. I was there when they spoke to the officer. They did not know an angel was listening. They did not know that heaven keeps record of every word spoken in secret, and now I stand before you to warn you. They are trying to put you in chains. But God says chains cannot hold my anointed. Fire cannot burn my chosen. Lies cannot bury my truth. They think they are coming to arrest you. But in reality, they are coming to witness a miracle. For when their feet cross the threshold of your door, the presence of God will confront them. Their plans will shatter in their hands. The words of your neighbors will choke in their throats. And you, the one they thought would be humiliated, will stand clothed in light. This is why you cannot ignore this message. It is not just a warning. It is a revelation, an unveiling of the war around you. It is not simply about the police nor the neighbors nor the words spoken. It is about destiny. It is about whether you will step into fear or step into faith. Michael says, do not run. Do not panic. Do not waste this time. Fall on your knees and call upon the one who sent me. For he alone can turn this tide. God says, my child, you must understand the seriousness. They wanted you silenced because of your voice. They wanted you destroyed because of your light. They wanted you erased because of the calling upon your life. But I, the Lord, have said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even if 10,000 rise against you, they will fall because I am your shield. Even now, as you read these words, angels are being dispatched like flames of fire. Michael's sword is unshaved. The watchers of heaven surround your house, not to terrify you, but to keep away the darkness that creeps near. The very air around you is shifting because prayers have already been poured out over your name. There are intercessors in places you don't even know praying for you, calling your name before God. And their prayers have been heard, which is why this message has been delivered. The truth is the police are being moved not only by the words of neighbors, but by a deeper manipulation. There are powers that work behind envy. Spirits that push people to hate what they cannot understand. The Spirit says it is not only flesh and blood you fight against but principalities and powers of darkness. That is why the battle looks bigger than you. But do not forget that the God who covers you is bigger than all of them combined. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. Michael says, I am standing here because this is not just about today. It is about the future that lies ahead of you. If you yield to fear now, the enemy thinks he can break you before you reach your blessing. But if you rise in faith now, the enemy will tremble because you will step into the place of power meant for you. God says this is not the end for you. This is the exposure of enemies. This is the uncovering of betrayal. This is the moment where truth is drawn out from the shadows. They thought their whispers would stay hidden, but I am the God who hears all. They thought their steps would remain unnoticed, but I am the God who sees all. They thought their reports would go unchecked, but I am the God who judges all. You must hear this. Nothing happens by accident. Even this, even their plotting, even their malice will be turned for your good. The same officer they sent to harm you may be the one who later testifies to your innocence. The same neighbor who raised their voice against you may be the one who later bows their head in shame. And you, the one caught in the center of this storm, will rise stronger than ever, because God's hand will not allow you to be crushed. Archangel Michael is weeping, not because he doubts your deliverance, but because he sees how close you were to ignoring this, how easily you could have dismissed it. He says, do not close your eyes to this. Do not harden your heart. I beg you in the name of the Most High, take this message into your spirit. God says, my beloved, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. The power is to stand firm. The love is to forgive your neighbors. The sound mind is to see through the lies and not be shaken. For if you panic, the enemy thinks he has won. But if you stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, you will shame the enemy and glorify your God. This is only the beginning of what I must deliver to you. The message is long, for the seriousness of the hour demands it. The Spirit says, keep reading. Do not stop. Do not turn away. Every word is a lifeline. Every sentence is a shield. Every revelation is a step toward your safety and your destiny. God says it's an emergency. Don't ignore this.